Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Boomy Reactions. To all of you that are new, my name is Boomy, and to everyone else, welcome back. So today I'm going to be reacting to Ren's Suicide. This is a song which I believe is very special to Ren, as it is a song that Ren had wrote in order to process his grief after the very tragic loss of one of his childhood friends at the age of 19. I know this because it is upon my fangirl research. I have to listen to this song. This is a song that is very, very special to Ren, and that's the context behind it. So, obviously serious in origin, very serious in nature. So yes, quite the topic. There is a lot of taboo around the subject of suicide, and I feel that is probably harmful. It's not probably, it is harmful for anyone experiencing these emotions and suicidal thoughts. It's quite detrimental, really, to the sharing of these emotions, to initiate a conversation about suicide and suicidal thoughts. So I feel the fact that Ren has taken on such a mammoth topic to discuss and sing about and share with us is special and phenomenal, and he ultimately is a voice for the voiceless. So yes, this is the song which I will be reacting to today. So let's begin.
Through the cracks of the night sky, a light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, I can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you. Falling through the cracks of the night sky, a light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Oh, sorry, I was a little bit slow. Stopping that there. So first thing that really strikes me is the imagery. So are all of these images like AI generated? So it's Ren that's singing, and we can see the face, but the face is constantly changing into definitely other people, other expressions. Is this meant to represent, that this isn't just a problem for like maybe one or two people? This is something that can very realistically affect a number of different people, and you wouldn't know from one person to another if they were experiencing this, whatever reason, these horrendous times where you do feel this way. That's how I'm understanding that anyway. The chorus. So the first line of the chorus there, we've got fallen through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. So that line has, that struck me, that stayed with me, that line. So we got the metaphor of falling through the cracks of the night sky. So we do say, don't we, when if you were to fall through the cracks, it's normally that something awful has happened to you and it's gone unnoticed, which would seem maybe that was the case for his for Ren's friend Joe. Possibly this is Ren telling us, you know, he feels like his friend fell through the cracks and maybe not enough people noticed how he was feeling before this happened and the bad time that he was having. And maybe it refers to the guilt, maybe, of feeling like you should have noticed something a little bit sooner. We also get this image of, this generates this image in my head anyway. When we imagine a crack in the night sky, that sounds quite apocalyptic. That sounds like the stuff of nightmares. Like if you imagine you're looking up at the stars and you're having, you know, just looking up at the pretty blah, blah, blah. And if you were to see a crack in the night sky, that would be like apocalyptic. Is this a reference to how Ren maybe felt at the time of hearing the news? It must have felt that your world was turned upside down or falling down on itself. I can't imagine. That's the image that it's conjuring up for me. I think that's a very powerful image, actually. And the light that goes out on the other side, obviously, when we talk about a light that is extinguished, referring to somebody passing away. Again, this is another kind of, it's very, very powerful, this imagery. On the first verse we have there, what was it, the first line, miscount sheep. So you're trying to count the sheep to fall asleep, but you can't. It's kind of turning that kind of phrase on itself, and you can't sleep because of it, which I think is quite clever. That wordplay is quite clever there. And my skin felt counterfeit. Did he say like rubber or silicone? Is that maybe in response to these kind of feelings? That strikes me as a little bit like imposter syndrome, or maybe that you're not comfortable in your own skin, or you feel like you're maybe walking around as an imposter, maybe because you're hiding this grief, this unprocessed grief that is tearing you up from the inside. Possibly. I did hear just before I very unfortunately paused it there, Sick Boy. So I'd like to go back and just listen to this.
Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Sick boy, bitten by a tech boy. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick.
I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armour. Oh I, oh I, oh I, falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh I, oh I, oh I, treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Yeah, so okay, so there was a reference to Sick Boy there. Obviously quite a large reference there. Is that Ren telling us that this verse is about him? As we know, Sick Boy is you know, it's a song that's very close to Ren because it is the telling of his experience as sick boy. So yeah, just is that saying that that second verse there was more referring to Ren? It was more about him when he says things like his food won't stay down because his body purges. Is that a reference to the Lyme's disease, possibly? Or is it a reference to him just not being able to keep anything down because of the sheer grief and the stress of the unraveling of all of this, the aftermath of the events? Or is he too nervous to eat? Yeah. There was another line in there. What was that I was going to mention? And it has absolutely escaped me. So I will carry on.
Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sager, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plaster cast. The truth is to the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find that anger. All I find is missing you, man. I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hers. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd. Fuck.
Oh gosh, it ended there. I'm sorry. Oh, don't cry, Ren. If you cry, I'm gonna cry. Sorry, I feel like I should pause this and come back. Oh my gosh, that was so sad. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a snotty, teary mess. I am. Oh, oh, those last lines killed me. Jesus. Okay. There was a line in there that I think he refers to his friend as an angel. I think I took that line as it's hard to fly when your wings are cut. That makes me feel like he obviously idolized his friend. But the cutting of the wings, was there something else that cut his wings, or is it maybe the feelings that he was going through? So he couldn't fly, couldn't achieve. There was the line after really that really stuck with me. Your stomach burns when you drink from the cup, which at first I thought was a strange line, and then I thought, is this some reference to what would we call it? The blood of Christ cup. Do you know what I mean? The sharing of the cup in like a Sunday mass type thing, where that is quite often, well, it's done to symbolize the sharing of Christ's suffering. I don't believe Ren is religious, but I don't know. Is that a connection there? Is that maybe his stomach burns drinking from the cup because he's sharing his suffering after his friend has passed away? And obviously, the ocean that comes from his tears. I didn't really get the line, I see the world through Fibonacci sequences. I think I might just be being a little bit dense, or maybe I'm being a little bit taken back by the emotion of that last verse. He tries to cut away his pain, bitterness, and he calls it a hatchet job, which is a very graphic lyric. So he's tried to remove his emotions, forcibly try and remove them, and he's done an awful job. It's like a butchering kind of job, which is a very graphic image. I thought that was a very interesting lyric. Oh, he locked his youth. Did he say, I locked my childhood in a trunk and then dumped it over the bridge when you jumped? Oh my gosh. that line hit me so understandably. That's your childhood. That's your innocence and your youth gone because of this very, very tragic event. Understandably, that must have been how that very much felt for Ren, especially with it being a childhood friend. But the most tear-jerking phrase was, I forget. I can't. I don't think I can remember the exact phrasing of the lyric. The idea of him just arriving 5 minutes earlier and being able to pull his friend back is, oh, it's got me again. The guilt, and I'd imagine the guilt that close and loved ones would feel after something as tragic as this. I imagine there's an element of, but if I did this, I could have saved them. I could have got there in time. And that guilt must eat away at your heart. That must really, really eat away at you. And ooh, I'm still tearing up now. That must be horrible. And the reality is there would have been nothing I don't think anybody could have done. I don't think you can't blame yourself in circumstances like that. But that must be very, very hard. And the nature of what happened obviously meant that there was, as Ren said, there was no body found to follow the hearse to grieve for at the funeral, which is soul destroying. And I suppose you'd never really get that closure, or it'd be very difficult to get that closure. His Ren's emotion at the end of that verse is palpable. It's raw. It's contagious. As soon as I heard the break in his voice, it stabbed me in the chest. I just wanted to cry. I just wanted to cry with him. Ren, can I give you a hug? The emotion that came out in that verse was it was really powerful. And the overall feeling of despair in this song is so overwhelming, especially by the time we reach that verse. It's a very prevalent emotion throughout this song. But as Ren has sung before, there is always hope at the where there is darkness, there is always light. And all things are subject to change. You know, I have experienced these feelings, suicidal feelings. I feel it's important to be able to be able to start a conversation about that without shame, without guilt, and it's a very suffocating emotion. It's a very crushing emotion. But for anyone else watching this that has felt or does at times feel suicidal, we as human beings are subject to change. You know, nothing is constant. We're always changing. Everything is always changing. These feelings are like a storm, and they wash over you, but they blow over. The storm passes. It's an awful, awful, claustrophobic feeling, but it does ebb and flow. It subsides. I think it's really important to remember that. That advice helped me. It very much stayed with me. And what I like in a lot of Ren's songs is very much the message of there is darkness at times. That is irrefutable. It's there, but it's not there forever, and there is always hope. And yeah, so I think that's an excellent message. Ren, again, the voice of the voiceless. I think it's so important that he is shedding light on all of these topics. I think it's amazing, because these topics should be spoken about more. You know, I think opening up that conversation is what initiates the healing and the sharing, and I think that it's so important with these feelings. I knew this song was going to be quite heavy, quite emotional. I didn't expect to have a little bit of a breakdown in that verse. Sorry, everybody, I'm a little bit more composed now. but it's a very, very powerful song. I feel everyone should listen to this song. It's very moving. So, yes. Thank you for watching my reaction. I'm sorry it got a little bit snotty there. Thank you for watching. If you are enjoying my reactions, please like and subscribe. It's massively helpful to the channel. And if you have not yet watched more Ren or enough Ren, please go search his songs, look him up on YouTube, listen to some more. It's fantastic. It's amazing. And the messages are so important. So thank you again. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.